Hey everyone, we're back here for another video. Today we're talking about top 5 teams that proved all of us wrong for the NHL 2021 season. Yes, top 5 teams that absolutely, we thought on predictions, oh, this team's going to stink. This team's going to be bottom of the league or bottom of the division. Absolute no playoffs. But all these 5 teams, as I look, some are in the playoffs and some are just outside the playoffs. So, yeah. But top 5 teams I'm going into at this moment. Now, at the moment, while I'm recording this video, you probably know the answer by now, that actually Lake Tahoe, the ice for the Avalanche and the Golden Knights have actually melted. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. They say it later in the day, but when you watch this video, you already know. You already know what's going to happen. So, exactly. Let's get right into here. Top 5. Here we go. Starting off at number 5. Number 5 is the Winnipeg Jacks. Now, Winnipeg is in that Canadian division. The 7 teams in the Canadian division. Not an easy division whatsoever. Very unpredictable division. You think Toronto, Montreal are tier higher than the other ones. The other ones are kind of below that tier, kind of like the Oilers, the Flames, the Senators, the Jets, teams like that. That's kind of like that below section of that tier. Maybe the Oilers and the Jets, that tier right next to the Montreal Canadiens and the Maple Leafs. Maybe that tier, but maybe not. But really, they're about the same, all those teams. So, but we know that the Winnipeg Jets are a team that, not the best defense, after losing Sherrod, Bethlen, Miles, all that stuff, and Trouba too. Losing those guys the last couple of years have hurt the team on the defense. That was the question. The question wasn't the goaltending. The question wasn't even goal scoring whatsoever, because that goal scoring is lights out amazing. It was just the defense. Will this defense help? And so far, they have found a way to keep it going. Number 4. Excuse me there. So here we go, is the Arizona Coyotes. Now, Arizona has been a team, everyone's like, oh, well, Taylor Hall's gone, that's great. But with Taylor Hall, when he was with the Coyotes, he wasn't the best. When they got him, the numbers tipped, okay? They had better numbers without him. But having, right now in 16 games, 6 and 3 of the season, 17 points. You know, the Coyotes don't go away. I was watching that game, I think a week or 2 ago. I think it's 2 weeks now. Almost 2 weeks, I think it is. I believe so. Blues and Coyotes. And it was at the Blues. It was 0.2 seconds left on the clock. And Dvorak to Keller. And I'm like, they don't go away. And that Blues and Coyotes series has been absolutely amazing. Absolutely. I keep saying that. It's been so good. I've been watching those games. Coyotes and the Blues have been really good. They looked really great together. Like, man, those Coyotes, they just don't want to hold on for dear life. Not like a considerable lead. They just hold on for dear life. They're like, we're here. And they just seem to hold on all the time. Somehow, right? Alright, number 3. The Florida Panthers. Now, the Florida Panthers are a team many years have gone by. Last 3 years, I have to say. Teams are like, oh, Panthers definitely play. Oh, yeah, Panthers definitely play. Oh, yeah, no problem. Yes, Panthers players. Got Hoffman, Davnoff, you have all that stuff. Last year, oh, yes. Bobrovsky's part of the team. Oh, yeah, the goaltending is straight now. Those things didn't work out. Now you're I went into the 2021 season, everyone's like, oh, no, not this time. Oh, no. I'm not banking. I actually banked on them this time. And look how good they've been so far. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, they're going to make the playoffs. I said, yes, they are. Because no one's thinking about them. And look how great they've been. They are right now in the Central Division. First in the Central Division, 24 points. Right now in 15 games, so 11-2-2 the season, 24 points. And actually in the league, they are number 2. 4 points away from the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm telling you, they have bought into the system of David Quenneville. Absolutely, they've been amazing. Verhaeghe has been like, where did Verhaeghe come from? Only $1 million for 2 years? Really? Huberdeau. And just, man, walk-off, and I just think of everything just working out great. Even Yando's really stepped up his game even more. Just amazing, and just like everything. Drigo, absolutely. That's like the number one goaltender at this point, really, over Bobrovsky, which he's making $10 million. It's like, wait, what? Who should get the $10 million? Drigo or Bobrovsky? Drigo at this point. Let's go on to number 2. Number 2 is the New Jersey Devils. Now, New Jersey, that great hot start. They were looking really good, and then that 17 players on the COVID list, which stung them. Yeah, it has stung them. But not like in play, because they only played 12 games. Other teams have played 14, 15, 16, 17 games. Absolutely. And they only have played 12 games, which are not too far away from the Metropolitan. No more Metropolitan, right? The Eastern Division. They're so close. If they can win those games, they're more 6-4 into the season. They just lost against Buffalo, but they can get those games back. They can make this division even tighter than it looks like right now. Which Boston, Philly, Islanders, Capitals, Pittsburgh just on the line. Number 5, then the Rangers right on the line there too. Number 6, number 7, Devils. They can really just come out of there as the Devils and make it even tougher. Absolutely. Number 1. Absolutely. You know which number 1 is. Absolutely. You know. You just know. There we go. The Chicago Blackhawks, and absolutely, this is number 1. If this team makes the playoffs, my goodness. Last year, I was like, okay, Oilers versus Blackhawks in that qualifying round. I'm like, you know what? The Blackhawks don't have that defense anymore. They're absolute trash on defense. You have McDavid, you have Draisaitl, all those guys on defense. That great forward group by the Oilers, those 2 guys, absolutely fantastic. They'll be just destroying the defensive Blackhawks. And the Blackhawks won that qualifying round last year and made the playoffs against Vegas, which Vegas just crushed the Blackhawks. But except that, they beat the Oilers. And I was like, wow. And I saw why. The wingers were better than the Oilers, and just things in Crawford was better. But really thinking here, Crawford's gone. Kurita is on LTIR. Not just that, Jonathan Toews and Alexander Nylander. 3 players. And you would think, with those 3 players on the team, you would think this team would be still bottom of the league, correct? But those guys are out of the team, not even playing on the team at this point, and they're still in the playoffs. If anything, if you were told Blackhawks playoffs next year, you'd think, oh yeah, Toews, and Nylander are definitely on the team. Not even those guys. If puts Suda, Khrushchev, those 2 guys, those rookies, they would have never got the chance if and Toews and Nylander was part of the team. They would have never had that much chance. And look how much they've been thriving. And look at DeBrincat. He's been absolutely fantastic with Patrick Kane. And Patrick Kane, he has not slowed down whatsoever. And actually, Duncan Keith has not looked bad this season. Has looked very impressive, I have to say. I've been watching a lot of Blackhawks games lately. I'm like, you know what? It's a lot of fun. And I gotta talk about Kevin Lincoln and even Malcolm Subban. Both of them absolutely fantastic. And that goalie duo, Colin Delia, is kind of out of there now. he doesn't have a shot at it whatsoever. Absolutely fantastic, and it just amazing. The Blackhawks has been absolutely fantastic, and it's not like they have Doc and Toews and Nylander on the team. Imagine adding those guys back. My goodness, what this team would be like. So, really surprising, these top teams. Top 5 is number 5, the Jets, number 4, the Coyotes, number 3, the Panthers, number 2, the Devils, and number 1 is the Blackhawks. Absolutely have to say that. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below if there's any I missed at all or whatever that have been surprising to you. Let me just pick, actually, let me pick, I'm going to pick some on the bubble ones that actually have been surprising for you, just to let you know. Surprising, I have to say. Minnesota, I have to put out there, that COVID thing really shut them down. The Ducks have been impressive. Even the Kings, for sure. And maybe even say the Penguins. Because they're like, play, rebuild kind of. But I don't know. Those on the fringe. Those couple of teams I just talked about. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you next video. NHL News Sports. Goodbye.